guys, and welcome back to Airtime Studios. And today I am visiting the Efteling in the Netherlands, and today I will be riding my 100th roller coaster. So I'm really happy to be sharing my experience at the Efteling with you today. And let's go and see exactly what it has to offer. We've got plenty of stuff to share with you today. We can take you on all the dark rides at the resort and much more. I've got a massive entrance standing in front of me, so I'll show you that in a minute. And I can't wait to ride Baron 1898. That's going to be my 100th roller coaster. And we've also got some classics such as the Python, which is a Vekoma looping coaster with a double corkscrew element, which is going to be pretty exciting as I haven't experienced the double corkscrew element on a roller coaster yet, and it's a classic element. We've also got a racing GCI wooden coaster and so much more to share. So let's just go and jump into Efteling and see what it has to offer. Welcome the entrance of the Efteling. This looks absolutely massive and such a stunning entrance. Just look at that. I can't wait to get in this place. It certainly looked like a very magical theme park, especially with this massive entrance towering in front of us. It certainly looks very grand and certainly a very enticing entrance, and I can't wait to see exactly what else this theme park can do to impress myself today. But this entrance is quite something, so let's go and get in the Efteling. Anyway, we've also got my sister with us today, so what are you looking forward to at the Efteling?
I'm looking forward to Symbolica because everyone seems to say it's really good.
Trackless dark ride,
yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm also quite nervous for the dive coaster because I've never done one, but I will go on it.
It'll be very exciting, I'm sure of it. So let's go and see what you're going to enjoy today. And certainly I'm very excited to go on Baron, but it's going to be my 100th roller coaster. So let's go and get into the Efteling, shall we? Welcome to the Efteling, everyone. Here is the theatre standing right in front of us, and to start off the day we're going to have a ride on their famous tracked dark ride, Symbolica. It's the busiest ride at the park, so it's best to get out of the way at the start of the day. As you can see, we've got the massive theatre of the Efteling. We've got a lake coming up on us, and it just looks incredible. We've got some building works here. Don't know what they're building there, but I'm sure we'll find out in the future. This theatre certainly looks like something. The attention to detail is fabulous, and this lake really makes the theme park shine here in front of this great architecture for a theme park over there. It all looks very hidden, and you're not going to seem to find out what's going to happen until you get to that specific place. It's all such a mystery until you get there, so that's something that also seems very intriguing as well. Walking up near Symbolica now, all the nature really stands out on these pathways. Very large pathways here, certainly good for crowd management here, luckily. Hopefully it's going to be a quiet day in the Efteling. I can see some very long necks peeking through the trees. Well, let's go and see what that might be later on in the fairy tale forest. Everything is very well touched to detail. Even these lights look very well detailed here at the Efteling. The architecture for the buildings looks absolutely fabulous, and we've even got some little fountains coming up on us. Just a nice way to interact with guests whilst they're walking to the closest attraction here. As you can see, I'm assuming Symbolica is just around the corner here. I have a funny feeling. If it is around there, we will see a massive castle. But it is all looking very nice around here. And I'm pretty sure that is Symbolica. So let's go and jump in the queue before this gets too busy for Symbolica. We can take you on this experience so I can't wait to show you exactly what it offers. A well-themed trackless dark ride from what I've gathered. So let's go and see exactly how good of a dark ride Symbolica is.
Geen audiëntie, geen regels, maar ga met mij mee. Nee. Een reis door vertrekken vol magie. Het heet hier niet voor niets het paleis der fantasie.
To wander through the palace of fantasy? No, no, no. Obey the rules. Denk aan de regels.
Transito, culto, fabulu. Trage treden, open nu!
What's happening with the stars? No, stop.
Here we go on Symbolica, the trackless dark ride. We have chosen the red track here, which is the Heroes track. I don't know what difference it's going to make, but we'll find out. Something to do with treasure. The other two were music and hero theme, but we're going through this door maybe. Oh no, up here. Well, green's there, it's waiting. Don't ask me how this trackless dark ride works. I've only ever been on one trackless dark ride before, Ratatouille at Disneyland Paris. So this is my second. Let's see how it compares to that. And here we go. Like I said, the other two tours are music and heroes. But the one I'll be sharing in this video is this one, Treasure. So and the theming does have great attention to detail here. Very loud, so I'll leave you to listen and watch the dark ride. On my shoulder. Oh no, they've got Airtime Studios going. There's water effects on there. Oh, that's pretty cool though. Not my shoulder to it, but okay. Oh, we're going through here. Is this where we split up? And here we go on the treasure part of the ride. Whoa, lots of different directions. Wow. Ooh.
Nu ook tijd voor het koning.
Fantasie! De bron van alle magie!
So I have just been on Symbolica, a fabulous dark ride here at the Efteling, and it was a pretty good dark ride, certainly one of the better ones I've been on. The attention to detail was fabulous, and it was certainly a great dark ride for a family experience. A nice and gentle ride, trackless, lots of different directions to go in. It doesn't really affect the experience too much, whichever colour you pick, but it does affect the experience a little bit, but not too much. There is many different elements to make that ride good. We had some mazes everywhere, plenty of props and animatronics that certainly made the ride really enjoyable. Overall, I'd give that experience an 8 out of 10. Not as good as my favourite dark ride, Pirates in Batavia at Europa Park, but still a pretty good dark ride. I certainly suggest they're getting as fast as possible because the queue builds up very fast once it hits 10 o'clock. So arrive early if you get here early enough to Efteling, I'd certainly recommend getting there first. But anyway, pretty decent dark ride. Next up is the Python, a nice classic Vekoma looping roller coaster. So continuing through Efteling, we are about to pass what is going to be my 100th roller coaster, Baron 1898, a Bollinger and Mabillard dive roller coaster standing in the distance at a height of 112 feet, I believe, and has 2 inversions. Can't wait to get on this. As you can see, it's just peeking out in its glory, going up the lift hill. But first, I have to ride 3 roller coasters for this to be my 100th. So let's go and get on the Python, which currently has a walk-on queue. We just found out they're currently on a test run, and it's about to come through its double corkscrews. The classic element that I am very excited to get on. Here it comes around here. Testing here. Can't wait to get on this thing and see how it rides. Classic Vekoma roller coaster. This should certainly be a fun experience for me because I've never experienced a double corkscrew ever before. On the Python, standing right behind me, and it is absolutely fabulous for Cobra Looper. It's got a double corkscrew, which is a really fun element, and the double loop really packs a punch. Great speed, really smooth, and overall fabulous for Cobra Looper. I can't wait to see what my next roller coaster is going to be in this park, leading up to number 100. We're walking into a brand new area in the Efteling here that I haven't visited yet in this theme park. And next up is Vogel Rock, an indoor roller coaster. Should be pretty cool. An indoor roller coaster that goes 40 miles per hour. That's a pretty good speed for an indoor roller coaster. That's pretty much all I know about it. It's all a bit of a mystery, a lot of this stuff. I mean, we've got this massive bird out the front of Vogel Rock here. We've also got teacups in this area and a few other attractions. But of course, the main attraction in this particular area of the park is Vogel Rock. And I wonder how this ranks to other indoor roller coasters I've been on, such as the Eurosat Can-Can coaster and Crushy's coaster. Roller coasters like that. Let's see how this one compares to those. Sounds like a pretty good indoor roller coaster, so can't wait to ride. I have just ridden Vogel Rock at Efteling here today, and I've got to say, that was pretty intense for an indoor roller coaster. I've just searched that up and it pulls, geez, a 3.5 on a 40-mile-per-hour roller coaster. We just kept going around fast helixes in the dark, and you didn't know what was coming next. That was certainly a big surprise there. I was not expecting Vogel Rock to be that intense there. I thought it was going to be a family roller coaster. Oh, Vogel Rock, absolutely fabulous indoor roller coaster. I would certainly recommend that you ride this coming to the Efteling. You will be surprised, it certainly packs a punch. Here we go on the Carnival Dark Ride. There's the funny trains in front of us. Don't ask me about them. But we're on the Carnival Festival Dark Ride. Here we go. Pretty funny animatronics here. We've got, as you can see, we've got some frogs. We've got a windmill on this random prop there. More like flying. Yeah, gives me sort of. Yeah, gives me sort of small world vibes here. It's not different countries, it just gives me that vibe. They're just dressed up. So, pretty funny dark ride, as you can see. I wonder what you think of this dark ride in the Efteling. It's certainly got a funny theme tune. Hopefully it's not any sillier than It's a Small World, it just gets annoying. Anyway, this ride looks pretty funny. I'd like to know what you think it looks like. On to the next ride. Very cool illusion of travelling upside down. Whoa! Maxim Moritz here as my 99th roller coaster. We are going on Moritz, which is the green track here. Just coming around here, as you can see, right here. But looking forward to this. It's a dueling family-powered coaster here, made by Mack Rides. Been on quite a few of these. It'd be nice to see how this compares to the other ones. And once I've ridden this, I am able to ride my 100th roller coaster, which is planned to be Baron 1898. Can't wait to get on it, and that will certainly be something. Great view from up here on the waiting platform for Maxim Moritz around Efteling. Anyway, let's go and get on Maxim Moritz, and following that, we will ride Baron 1898. Welcome to Baron 1898. Spectacular Bolliger and Mabillard dive roller coaster. After completing my 99th roller coaster, Maxim Moritz, the Moritz to be Pacific, which was a pretty good experience. Little family coaster with some onboard audio. Enjoyed it, but this is the main event. Baron 1898, a 112-foot tall B&M dive machine with 2 inversions. The only dive coaster I've been on before is Oblivion at Alton Towers, which is just a drop. So it'll be nice to get a few more elements on Baron. So I can't wait to ride this roller coaster as my 100th. It's going to be the longest queue of the day, but it's totally going to be worth it. I can't wait to ride Baron 1898. Right, so I have just been on my 100th roller coaster, Baron 1898. A really awesome dive roller coaster manufactured by Bolliger and Mabillard, and it is a pretty good experience. Quite a snappy drop, but very thrilling, very exciting to enjoy. And the only other dive coaster I've been on, Oblivion, is pretty short. This is still pretty short, but it has a few more elements to it, including the Immelman behind me and also a 0G roll. Overall, it's a really fun experience, a great ride here at the Efteling, and I certainly enjoyed it. And Holly, what did you think of Baron 1898, your first dive roller coaster?
It was really good. It was definitely nerve-wracking, but it was actually really good.
And what did you think of the drop?
Really, really fun.
Time has come to ride Joris and the Drac, the GCI dueling wooden roller coaster at the Efteling, standing right up there with its dueling track. Can't wait to get on this one. I wonder if it's going to be my favourite coaster at the park. I can't decide if I preferred a Python or Baron. Pretty close competition. They're both fun in their very own ways, but let's see if this Woody is in a different league or not to those two roller coasters. It'll be good to find out, because I do certainly enjoy Woodies, especially my third favourite roller coaster, Golden Timber Coaster. So let's go and head on Joris and the Drac. Walking up to this Woody next to the Python looks absolutely incredible here. We've got these two magnificent roller coasters standing right next to each other. There is a lot to enjoy in this park. on and off of the rides. The scenery is great and so is all the theming, and this park has fabulous attention to detail, and it is also looks magnificent to see these two roller coasters standing right next to each other. The still glory of Python and the wooden thrills of Yoris and on the track. So let's go and jump on this noisy wooden coaster. Now that is 100% the best roller coaster at Efteling. An incredible Great Coasters International wooden roller coaster. It certainly packs a punch for everything that it includes. It has everything you could want from a wooden roller coaster. High-speed bends, airtime, double up and double down elements, and just pure speed going through the layout. It's a very fun roller coaster, and I certainly enjoyed everything it had to offer. Low to the ground, fast moments on a fabulous wooden roller coaster manufactured by Great Coasters International, who make the best wooden roller coasters out there. What a great wooden roller coaster, and let's go and see what we haven't checked out so far at the Efteling. Wouldn't it be great for you guys to see an aerial shot of the Efteling? Well, luckily for you guys, there is a massive observation tower in this theme park. So that is the ride we will be visiting next. And I can't wait to get some aerial shots for you guys to look at above Efteling. You will see multiple different roller coasters and other rides all across this magical theme park. So let's go and check them out. Go on the observation platform above the Efteling. Are you ready to get those fabulous aerial views that you've been waiting to get? So we are rising up above Efteling here. As you can see, the trees rising up, looking absolutely magnificent here. Starting to get some aerial shots. You can see the entrance in the distance. We've got Symbolica right below here, as you can see, and we've got Baron 1898 peeking over there. We've got Yoris on the track over there too. The water coaster peeking down there. And of course, Python right over there. Looking magnificent aerial views above the Efteling. We've got some hotels over there. Many other aerial views to take in. We've even got some buildings in the distance. That's how high up we are. Very, very high up. You can see quite a lot in front of us. Baron, the Woody, Python, and of course the roof of Symbolica, which they've actually put some minor theming on to impress viewers from the air, just like us. We've got the boat ride on the water there. And many other viewers. What a great way to view above the Efteling. As you can see, many trees in the distance as well. Lots and lots of nature. Lots and lots of nature in the Netherlands. And over here we have Vogel's Rock, and that mini area down there. As you can see, getting pretty windy up here. And many other views. I hope you enjoyed all these aerial shots of the Efteling, and I I will see you back down on the ground. This is the fairy tale forest, and this is exactly just how the theme park started, as this local tourist attraction with some funny props and animatronics all around this fairy tale forest. As you can see, we've got various different things to explore through here. Of course, there's going to be lots of trees and lots of bushes, so that'll be good to discover. And there's also these fairy tale themed buildings. They're looking pretty cool there. We've got a few around here, but what I'm really looking forward to seeing is some of the animatronics that this themed area of the park just has to offer. If we go through here, there is lots of different things to explore around here. Just diving in to the gloom and wonder of the Efteling, where it all started in the fairy tale forest. It's funny to think that this massive theme park started out just as this. You'd never have expected it, but this is 100% how it began. And it was probably nice to see how it all began before multiple different roller coasters and other rides began opening at the Efteling. We've got a little mushroom building here, as you can see, and we're just jumping into the heart of the fairy tale forest right here. Pretty nice and sleek themed area. It certainly sticks to its name, fairy tale stuff in a forest. I wonder what we have here. Is this going to be my favourite part of the fairy tale forest? We've got this very funny long neck here. That's what it's called, the long neck. A really funny animatronic that stretches its neck out. It's a really funny animatronic, as you can see. Very cool to see the Efteling started with these weird animatronics just like this one. It's so wacky. This is really wacky. The fairy tale forest is something to enjoy, and I also think there is one ride that we can go and visit in the fairy tale forest. Let's go and see what that has to offer. Oh, this looks like a very nice area of the fantasy forest, and as you can see, we've got a swan boat ride down here, but unfortunately it's closed, so we can't take a ride on this. But the fairy tale forest does have a lot for you to offer, and normally you could go and get on this swan ride. It might be a pretty good tour for you in the fantasy forest. I don't know how big or small it is, but it is a little attraction, but unfortunately it's shut. So I suppose it's for you guys to discover, and you can tell me what you thought of it. But yeah, shame it's shut, but it is a ride here in the fairy tale forest. Right, so I have just been on the water coaster here at Efteling, and it started off with this little creepy indoor section, but once you got out into the actual roller coaster section, it's a very fun and smooth layout, much smoother than similar mat water coasters, but definitely pretty fun to go through the layout, pretty smooth and fast. And then the splashdown gives you a light sprinkle, nothing too bad, and it's just a fun experience all round. Off the day with a re-ride on Baron 1898, a fabulous Bolliger and Mabilliard dive roller coaster here at the Efteling that was my 100th roller coaster, so very proud of that. And lovely day here at Efteling. I'll film more of the outro when leaving the park, of all of my thoughts of this fabulous theme park. Anyway, let's go and jump on this fabulous B&M dive coaster and see how much it's warmed up since earlier. I'm waiting 15 minutes rather than an hour and 10 minutes. It's certainly a big difference. Great day at Efteling. A bit busy, but overall, been on some great rides. See you back when I'm leaving the park. Before we leave the Efteling, I've just been caught mid-water show coming off of Baron 1898. So this could be pretty cool to watch just before we end our day off at the Efteling right here. Lovely water show here. Some dancing fountains here. Water spurts everywhere. Pretty nice. Sprinkled a bit here. Can't be too bad though. A bit refreshing. Nice warm weather today at the Efteling. And now sit back, relax and enjoy the rest of the water show. And there was the water show here at the Efteling. Absolutely fabulous to catch some of that water show before we left the Efteling. Leaving the Efteling here after an absolutely fabulous day. I've done lots to enjoy at the Efteling today. It's such a big park with so much to explore. I haven't completed everything, but I've certainly completed all the big major rides at Efteling, and they've all had very unique things to them. such as Symbolica, with all the props, different directions, and so much more to make Symbolica shine. And then there's the Python, a classic Vekoma looping coaster with 4 inversions and a double corkscrew. My first double corkscrew I've ever been on, and it was certainly a pretty fun element as well. And of course my 100th roller coaster I've ridden today, Baron 1898, which is a great dive roller coaster with 2 inversions and high intensity. It's certainly been a great day at the Efteling, and of course my favourite ride today was the Joris Enderdrak wooden dueling roller coaster, and I got both credits of that. I've got all 9 available credits here, which is great to count towards my credits. Now it's road to 200 roller coasters here on Airtime Studios. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog to the Efteling, and I will see you soon for a vlog from Wallaby Holland. See you at Wallaby Holland.